How do I balance my career and my girlfriend?
You got to find a way. You got to do that. You always got to think in terms of not being busy, because a lot of people are busy and they waste a lot of time doing unproductive things, but you want to be productive. You want to do things that are going to move you from where you are to where you want to be. And at the end of the day, like I talk about in 3% Man, the courtship never ends. If you don't date and court your girlfriend, guess what? Eventually some other guy's going to come along and do that for you. So if you don't want to delegate away dating your girlfriend, then you have to find a time. How can you ever have the time if you never take the time? If you don't schedule it, it doesn't become real. And as a man, as the leader, you have to make time for her. And if you guys don't have kids or whatever, you should have at least one date night a week where you plan something, you make the dinner reservations, you reserve the bed and breakfast, whatever it's going to be, you arrange it, and all she has to do is show up, look hot, and have a good time. So you can see that beautiful smile of hers.
Mm-hmm. And I say set similar goals so that although you're focusing on your career, it's still leading in the same path. You know, like some people are in the same career, which helps a lot, and you guys can help each other out and push each other to get to the same place. But setting the same goals would be really nice too. You know, like working out, setting a goal to get fit. You can use that as like quality time that you can spend together. It's not that hard. I don't think it's that hard to balance a relationship.
Women know that if you care, you'll make the time. And if you don't care, you'll have to make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Way too many guys get in that situation and they think, hey, now she's mine. We live together. We bought a house together. We got a 30-year mortgage. She's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can just sit back and coast and she'll understand.
Yeah.
And then women complain, you never take me out. We don't do anything anymore like we used to. I want to go out and do those things again. Next week, next month. I just took you on a trip 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
And all women hear is that I'm not important. Your job, your career is more important than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you make time for your job, you make time for your meetings and your social activities with your job, but you don't make time for me.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, if you're not making time for me, it means you don't care. And you can only get away with making excuses so many times before she starts to think you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And looks at your actions.
I mean, some people can argue that some things are more important, you know, like priorities. Like there's always something that's higher priority than a relationship. You know, you got to put yourself first sometimes. So I feel like some people would argue and be like, oh, well, like if she doesn't respect my job that makes me money and gets me far in life, then she doesn't care about me.
Then don't be in a relationship with a woman.
That's a fact.
If you have kids, same thing. You got kids now, you can't just not show up for them. And a lot of guys do that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys are like, oh, let her deal with it. They work all the time. They basically become money mules, and they think their only purpose in life is to work and bring home the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything, she'll be happy with that. And women want to be in a love story. They want to be romance. They want to be swept off their feet. They want to feel beautiful.
Yeah.
They want to feel like a guy cares. And if you have a family, they want to see that you care about the family. And if you don't, eventually she will leave you and create a family with somebody else. That's just the harsh reality. I see a lot of guys in the red pill community bitching about that, but it's like, don't get involved in a relationship then if you're not fucking man enough to handle things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if you act like a bitch and she treats you like a bitch and then eventually she leaves you. It's not because women are bad. It's because you're a bitch. Pretty simple. Hypergamy doesn't care. Your little acronyms, saying that women like to date up is like, that's what hypergamy basically is. It's like everybody wants to date up. But guys use that as an excuse to just say, oh, well, I'm not going to get involved because all modern women suck. No, it's like you suck. If you don't like it, don't date women.